Greetings everyone, we are from Group 6, English First 1 Class B, and here we would like to present our story analysis of a story by M10, titled Rules of the Game from the Joy Lab Club. Next. Before we start our presentation, here is the list of the members. There are Dara, Najla, Andita, Gisela, and Grace. Next. And in this presentation, we would like to explain the story analysis only focus on two fictional elements, which are points of view and setting. And the first point, which is point of view, will be explained by my friend. Next.
So the narrator used the first-person point of view in the story. For your information, the first-person point of view means that the story is told from the perspective of someone involved in the story. And the narrator used the pronoun I or we. And in the story, the narrator tells the whole story and speaks with the pronoun I to narrate. So you can look at the example that we gave. It is said, I was 6 when my mother taught me the art of invisible strength. So I think it proves that the narrator used first-person point of view. Next.
The second is in the story, the narrator itself is also a major character because Waverly, as the narrator, is also as the participant. Also, she is also a main character of the series who telling her own story. Next.
Next is about the type of narrator. So the narrator, which is Mei Mei, is considered as a naive narrator because it is known from the narrator how naive she is when she was young regarding the game of life. And here, it can be seen from the example here. First, it is about her understanding of the art of invisible strength that her mother taught her when she was 6. And the second one is when she and her brother believed that people emerged from the tradesman door. And then the last one is because she had much clearer understanding of chess but not with life experience like her mom. So this proves that the whole story written here is only perspective, and considering that she is still young and give limited perspective only from her understanding, she is considered as naive narrator. Next.
The second point is we will present about the setting of the story. Next. The first one is setting of place. Most of them are stated in the story. So several places were found, one of which is the place where the protagonist lives and spends her days before starting her chess tournament during the region, which is the first one is Chinatown, San Francisco. Namely Waverly Place, as written in the first picture. Waverly Place above a small Chinese bakery. And there are also several places in Chinatown that were described in the story, such as Medical Herb Shop, Ping Yuan Fish Market, and Hongxing Cafe. Next.
So the next place is on a playground. You can see from the evidence provided here. The playground is the place where Waverly met a group of old men who played chess. And next is on high school auditorium where her tournament was held. Next.
Atmosphere in here refers to a type of feeling or emotion that readers get from a narrative based on details such as setting, background, objects, and foreshadowing. As you can see, this is 4 atmosphere in here. The first one is spring, quiet, cold, dark. And you can see the evidence in the right side. Next.
The next atmosphere that we found are 3 types of emotions. The first one is tense, as you can see from the first picture. That is of confrontation. The next one is awkward, as you can see from the second picture because of the silence. And the last one is distant, as you can see from the last picture, because nobody looked at her. Next.
last one is setting of time. It can be concluded that the time setting of the story is after World War II, and as can be seen below, it is shown that when World War II was replicated into a submarine soil, which means that World War II was over. It is also supported by the protagonist's birth year in 1951, the year when World War II is over, which is in 1945. The second one is it can be seen in the story when the protagonist, Waverly plays John, celebrate the annual Christmas party in the church. And the last one is spring season, which the author described it when the protagonist found out about the playground and a group of old men playing chess. Next.
That is all from us. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any question, feel free to ask.